Coach Collins, and I'm so excited about the conference that we're bringing to Killeen. Together we can. Many of you have seen me at conferences around the country, but for those of you who haven't, I put together this DVD to just kind of show you what I do and how I do what I do. A little bit about the conference first. If you're looking for a conference to put together a curriculum and certain alignment, this isn't the conference for you. If you're looking for a conference on the budget, this isn't for you. My conferences and presentations are all about relationships. And this Together We Can conference, it is all about building relationships. If your teachers and administrators need some points on building relationships with students, parents, and other teachers, this is for you. So just so you can see a little bit about me, let's go to these clips. If we started treating them and expecting them to become high performers, guys, I promise you, the reason they're acting the way they're acting is because that's the way they've been expected to act. What if we change the expectation?
That is going to say, what is the intelligent decision? What is the best decision? If you make this decision today, how is it going to affect you tomorrow? The amygdala says, what do you feel like doing? What Jay Geed found out was that up until about 25, the prefrontal cortex is not fully developed. And so the impulse is deferred from the prefrontal cortex to the amygdala.
And when you don't have these core needs met, you are out of proper alignment. You can't move towards self-actualization trying to reach your full potential in life if these simple.
Hi, my name is Ross Acker. I'm a mental health therapist. I'm an LPC. I'm new to the organization. I've been here for about 6 months. And I just wanted to say that this presentation was very positive, and I look forward to hearing more from our presenter.
If you don't make deposits, you can't make withdrawals. And this is what I'm suggesting. If I don't make deposits into this child's emotional bank account, I don't have a right to make withdrawals. When they go home, are they getting any attention? No. So they want attention. So if I get no attention, and I know if I be bad in your class, you'll give me attention, I'll be bad just to get that attention. What would happen if I gave them attention for good behavior?
I'm John Roberts. I wanted to say that it's a very enjoyable training. I believe that this individual, Lamar Collins, should be in school districts talking to administrators and staff, teachers.
I hope you enjoyed those clips, and it'll be just like that at the conference. We're really going to hit the relational aspect of education. I firmly believe that it is impossible to be educational without first being relational. Now, just so you'll know a little bit about the conference, we're going to talk about the development of the adolescent brain. And the purpose of this is to help teachers understand why the kids act the way they act. The reality is the prefrontal cortex is undeveloped. And because it's undeveloped, the impulse, when it comes to making decisions, is deferred to the amygdala. What does all that mean? We're also going to talk about connecting the dots. How do we teach a teacher who doesn't understand the customs of some of the students to relate to the students? The reality is the school district is filled with people who grew up primarily in the middle class, and they're teaching kids who grew up in the lower class. And I'm not trying to make this a racial issue or an economic issue, but the reality is different classes have different norms. And to relate to the different classes, we must understand those norms. So connecting the dots 1 and 2, it's about relating to norms. And then we're going to talk about how to apply what we just learned. In the afternoon, we'll talk about motivation versus discipline. As you well know, some students do not respond to discipline. If you were to say to them, I'm going to write a referral, they don't care. I'm going to call your mom. Here, use my cell phone. So how do we get these students to comply when they don't respond to discipline? It's through motivation. Final two are more about relating to the staff. It's not just about students, and it's not just about the parents. We also want to talk about relating to staff. So understanding generational differences, it's all about how do we get along with each other. For the first time in history, we have 4 generations in the workplace, and all 4 generations have different norms, different values, and different customs. We'll talk about these norms, values, and customs so that we can better get along with the people that we work with, and the goal is we can reduce the turnover rate in schools. And I hope you'll find that we'll cover is organizational leadership. I strongly believe the strength of an organization can be found in the mid-level leaders. And by that, I mean it's not just the principal, it's not just the assistant principals, it's those teachers who don't have a leadership title, but they have the leadership mentality that brings about the best in the organization. I am going to challenge every teacher, administrator, and community leader to become a leader in that organization, whether or not you have a title. The registration is right here on this webpage, and I want to encourage you to come on and get your seat. We're going to have an awesome time. And remember, it is impossible to be educational without first being relational. Look forward to seeing you.
Hi, my name is Pam. I'm with Dallas County Juvenile Department. I really thoroughly enjoyed the training today. It's something that I can apply in my job as well as with my personal life. I have a teenage daughter, and it just provided me with a wealth of information in terms of dealing with her. This was probably by far, after 30-something years working here at the department, one of the best trainings that I've had.